Ooh-wee. 3 people already on. That's what I'm talking about. Come on in, my friends. It's March, and these crappie are beginning to march. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. T, Keith G, tell me how you doing, man. Next level, what's going on? 34 people, 35 guys. Y'all already know it's going to be a good talk, a good discussion. Go ahead and help your boy out, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's get on the road to 100 quick and fast. 26 people watching. Come on, man. Let's chit chat. And guys, I want y'all to talk to me today. Damon, Matthew, James, Mark, what's going on? Hope y'all are having a good week so far, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV, 8 o'clock Thursday night. This is the place to be. Y'all come hang out, man. Matter of fact, take a moment, call your buddy on the phone, tell him, look, man, Fishing Ken's about to go live. He's answering comments. He's chilling out with us the whole night. And as always, my girl, aka my sis, Tamika Craig. What's up, bro? Too much rain here, messing up my groove here in Alabama. So we want to say, first of all, thank you to sis Tamika Craig for starting us off with the super chat. We do appreciate it, man. Excuse me. Knowing and understanding what you gave is going towards crappie fishing. So thank you very much, Craig family. Hope to see y'all real soon. Guys, we have the super chat icon there if y'all want to support the channel monetarily. If you want to get in touch with me, you know you can do it by email, hctv2@gmail.com, under the comment section of any video. I look at them all, okay? Also, we have the website, hookcitytv.com, www.hookcitytv.com, as well as the Instagram or the Twitter page, Hook City TV. Man, y'all get with me. If you have questions, comments, want to show love, or even if you have some critiques for me, listen, I'm willing to learn. I'm not on here just teaching. I want to learn. I want to continue to get better. I want to be the best version of Fishing Ken, and I want to run the best version of Hook City TV with me and Dad that I can. So thank you very much for being here tonight, y'all. Do not let the rain stop you. Fish love water, sis. I'm going to say that. Yak up, what's going on? Aaron Fowler, thank you very much, man. We appreciate you for being here tonight. Oh, man, so you watching while driving to Florida. Cool, we appreciate you, Yak up. Vernon, Mississippi in the house. Jerry Lee in the place to be. What's going on? Yeah, man, I'm gonna try to help keep you up, Yak up, and we wanna make sure you get there safely. Team MC Fishing just finished cleaning slabs for today's trip. Normally stay out late, but started out early to come home and be here for the live with Hook City. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Real quick, somebody's asking, what Garmin do I have? The 1222. Roll Tide, Sean Smitty. 225, Louisiana in the house. What's going on, Native Texan? Miss JT, we missed you last week. Dimitri, good to see you here, man. Guys, what are we going to do about these spawning crappie? Who's prepared for these spawning crappie? We'll go ahead and turn that off. That's what we got to talk about tonight. Who's prepared for spawning crappie? Let me get one thing out the way. Mark, thank you very much, man. G. Gray, what's going on? Come hang out with your boy, Chris. We appreciate it. Alex, San Antonio in the house. Listen, what are y'all going to do about these spawning crappie? Because listen, whether you hate it, you love it, or want to stay above it, the spawn coming and really is here, just to be honest with you. It is here, guys. Depending on the body of water, yes, there's a lot. We just got a bunch of rain yesterday, and I still saw a blacked up male. So, man, y'all ready for the spawn? Let's hear it. Who's ready for the spawn? Who's got their long poles out? Who has their slip corks out? Who has the hitters out? You know, who's got that boat ready? Maybe put it up during the cold months and is ready to get out. We got one ready. My boy Robert. Bubba, what's going on? Mega Jones, what's going on, niece? Um, hey man. Well, my computer trying to act up. Can y'all hear me well? Let's make sure before I get going. Fish still deep in Northeast Arkansas. Is that the only place you catching them, or is that the only place you looked, Chris? Because believe me, slip corking, that's what I'm talking about, Terry Bostic. Anybody on here, have y'all seen the Slip Cork Chronicles? You'd have to have been with me for a long time to see it. But if you have seen the Slip Cork Chronicles, let me know in the comment section. Lake Houston, but it's really close, says Jason. Staging, and every now and again you can find some males. So yes, we are in the very beginning stages, I believe, of the spawn, but we are definitely here. And guys, I want to make sure those that are watching that aren't familiar with the spawn are prepared. I'm going to try to have a little series of videos to kind of get y'all up to date. Those that are maybe new to crappie fishing or haven't did a whole lot of spawn crappie fishing, we got to get y'all up to speed because, man, it can be here and gone. And yes, you have a lot of different things that you have to worry about, a lot of factors that'll push those fish up, and a lot of factors that'll take those fish and push them back out from the bank. So we need to be aware of what's going on. And I do want to cover a little bit of that and maybe answer some questions for y'all all at the same time. Thank you for the audio check. Thank y'all. And I'm gonna start by saying, man, we banged on them. I've been checking out. Let me say this, guys. There's a lot of people that are looking for spawning crappie. Where are we gonna find these things? I'm gonna tell you what. Charles Breedlove, thanks for tuning in, man. We're gonna have that video out maybe tonight, guys. We got a video out tonight. And Charles Breedlove from Different Breed Lures actually sent me some plastics to try. And we went out and we tried those plastics and we had a really good time. It was me and a guest that y'all have been chomping at the bit to see. So be on the lookout for that. If I stay on schedule tonight, then I might be posting it tonight. If not, it'll be posted tomorrow. But I'm going to work fervently to try to get that out to y'all. But again, make sure, guys, that you kind of have an idea where these fish are going to spawn. And again, they can spawn in a lot of places. And we've had biologists come on and look, they'll spawn anywhere from 10 to 14 foot of water, based off water clarity, based off all these different factors. And then you'll hear, well, we're catching them right up against the bank, which is probably the most common place that people talk about where they find crappie. So look, for the bank fishermen out there, Angela, what's going on? Edmonds family, hope y'all are feeling better. As far as location, a lot of people will be checking in creeks, all right? And then as the spawn moves further along, I believe that a lot of times they'll start in the dirtiest water and move to the clearest water, or from the south end to the north end. And a lot of these lakes, and that dirtier water warms up faster, okay? With the sun and everything, man, I can really get all into it, and I'm trying not to go that far without making an actual video. But believe me when I tell you, dirty water warms up faster, okay? And you usually are going to find that dirty water in creeks before you find it into the main lake. So we like to go into creeks, into the mouths of creeks, rocky areas, stumpy areas, and places where there are a lot of laydowns. Those fish are going to get up in there. So be aware of that. Grass is another big one. Buckbrush is another big one, aka bushes. They're just bushes, just to keep it short. So these are the types of things you want to look for. I enjoy fishing spawning crappie in 2 foot of water. I think it is a blast. It's not an explosion in 2 foot of water from a 13 or 14 inch male or female crappie. And we did catch some 14-inch males last year, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Looking forward to doing it again. Man, crappie Mike. Crappie are on the hatch right now, insect hatch, because they shad, because the shad are in deeper water for now. When they see your jig, they slam it. Good show, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, Crappie Mike. Thank you. Um, and I tell you what, guys, you better be ready. I pray that if you enjoy fishing, this is the time of year where you can go out and can, there you go. Dimitri caught his in 2 foot of water, and it had his tuxedo on. Excuse me, or AKA it's looking hormonal, and that white crappie is now darkening up, really dark, and actually showing some black coloration. So these fish are ready to do what they want to do. They are ready to get it popping in the parking lot. Okay, keeping it high. So again, if we want to talk, if we want to cover different rods to use, there's 2 rods that I see myself picking up. I'll go to 3 because I'm going to try a different rod this year. So ACC makes the 12-foot rod that I've been using, especially with my live scope. We will be using that. We will be using those 12-foot rods. In the spring, I tend to pick up, in shallower water especially, I tend to pick up my 10 and 11-foot rear seat rods. Okay, so we will have long rods. I'm going to keep this in my truck at all times, whether I'm fishing in the boat or fishing from the bank. I'm going to have a rear seat rod, and I'm also a 6.6 or 7.6, so 6.5, 7.5-foot rod that I can do some slip corking with, because there are some times that you can put a plastic under a float and set that thing for 1.5 feet, 2 feet, and absolutely go to work. So be aware of that, man. There's different things you want to try. You can go back. I have different videos that cover both of those, and I will be go Steven. For me right now, working first shift, I'm catching like the last 2 hours of daylight until time rolls back on us. But I'm hitting the first 2 hours of light, or excuse me, when time springs forward. Excuse me. First 2 hours of light. Excuse me. Last 2 hours of light is when I'm really catching these fish, and it's when I get off, so I'm able to get to the lake, the home lake, and I'm catching those fish. And I'm gonna tell you what, early spring, like right now, February into probably the middle of March, those fish are gonna be really, really active at night. They're gonna be really active at night, guys. And if you can get out there at night, that would be a great time to go out there and check it out. Mr. Fred, yeah, thank you very much, man, for the support on this channel. We appreciate it. Adam Romans, real quick, we want to give Adam Romans a shout out, man. Thank you for the super chat. Know and understand that what you gave is going towards crappie fishing, man, and keeping this channel rolling. Informative and, I say it all the time, man. I'm trying to think of something new to say, but true to form, we're keeping this thing entertaining and informative, or informative and entertaining. I gotta stay true to that, man, because that's what I do. That's what I love to do. White crappie spawn in less than 2 foot of water, and black spawn between 4 and 6, says Chris. Man, I can't really speak too much on the black crappie because there's not a lot of black crappie I'm around, and I never just got on a solid black crappie spawning bite. So that might be something I target this year. Denver, Colorado, dragon baits fishing. He said he's gonna get on them in Denver, Colorado. Also, Tina Breedlove. We want to give a shout out to Tina Breedlove. Thank you very much for the support, for the super chat. Knowing and understanding what you gave is going towards crappie fishing. So thank you very much. Bill Woodman, what about river crappie, bridges, or maybe creek entrances? So the mouths of creek we've kind of covered, and that's one place that I look for those staging females. Bridges, the same thing. There'll be some crappie that I believe spawn on bridges, and it'll be on the shallower ends of the bridge. They won't be real deep. But I've never witnessed it, and they'll spawn within the first couple feet on those bridge columns. I have not witnessed it myself, but I have heard of it happening. Um, Yes, Mark Williams, CC is full of those black crappie, and I need to get down there during the spawn. For whatever reason, I don't go. A lot of times, guys, I don't go real far during the spawn, and I think it's because fish are everywhere, literally. And I can pull out of my dad's driveway with the boat and be at a lake in 8 minutes. And if I want to bypass that one, I'll be at the next lake in 20 minutes. Or if I want to go the opposite direction, I can be at another lake in 20 in less than 30 minutes, I can be at 3 or 4 lakes. So it's really hard sometimes to go, an hour and a half away when those fish are banging right here at the house, man. So Matthew Harvey says, can you go into more detail about the crappie being active at night? Are green lights needed? No, green lights are not needed. Again, we don't have to attract fish. I think a lot of times people use the green lights to attract the bait fish. And of course, behind the bait fish come the predatory fish, which crappie, which we're talking about, are going to come to those lights as well to feed on those bait fish that are attracted to that green light. Now, in the instance of the spawn, these crappie are coming up to spawn. They're looking to take care of business. They're not looking to eat. Not that they won't eat, but because again, crappie are opportunistic eaters. But they are coming up. Light is not needed. A full moon is great for those fish to be active at night. But you don't need green lights for them to come up to the banks. And if you don't believe that they can see, believe me, they can see very well. God programmed them and got them set up really well so that they can see. Appreciate it, Dimitri. Shout out to our moderators real quick, man. If y'all help me just say thank you to our moderators that help keeping this thing clean so that we can come in and have a good, clean time on this platform. And while I'm talking about good, clean time, I just want to shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Say thank you, Lord, for another day. And I'm glad that we're all back on here again. Buffering. I tell you what, is anybody else having problems with buffering? Mark Williams says most of the time crappie and sandies move at night from one area to another. I don't listen. Very, very possible. Very possible. Everybody's saying I'm buffering. Oh, I don't know how to fix that. Y'all keep letting me know, man, if that's happening. Buffering is bad tonight, but still doable. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I would have told me. I had no idea. I'm sitting here just rambling. Okay. All right. Thank y'all. Thank you, sis. Thank you, Chris. All right, we're gonna give it time, and hopefully it'll kind of. I tell you what, y'all, I might have to upgrade my doggone internet or something. I'm wondering. This thing is growing, man. We got 97 people on, and I don't want that happening. Okay, Kerry says we're good now. It's getting better. Okay. Well, man, listen, I don't know how much y'all missed and how much y'all got. Okay, you can still hear fine. Thank you, Jennifer. It's just spinning. Jesus is the reason why we even breathe. Amen. Talk slower. Too much info on the internet. I hear you. No, I really do believe it's ours, sis. I think it's something we got going on that I'm going to have to get a hold to because if I'm going to do this, I want to get this information to y'all. Electrical storm. What's going on, Charles? It's all good, Robert. Okay, so hopefully I'm not spinning but not buffering. Bubba asks a great question, and I love to share this. He says, "Why is ACC the pole of choice?" So I tell you what, man. There's a lot of good poles out there, but let's talk about how I came to start working with ACC. So I was helping my buddy out. Matter of fact, I don't know if he's on here or not. Early, are you on here? Um, Appreciate it, D. So my buddy early, I gave him some kind of marine electronic. I can't remember. He had just gotten himself a boat, I believe, and I kind of just helped him out and gave and really paid it forward because somebody helped me, and I gave him something, and he wanted to pay for it, and I told him no. I'm just paying it forward. So lo and behold, a couple of weeks later, he comes back and he hands me a ACC crappie stick. Now, before I used ACC crappie sticks, I used a barrage of stuff, man. I used the cheap stuff from Walmart and did really well with it. I was a big B&M fan. Um, um, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with Tika rods, but I used Tika rods. One of the best rods I've ever put my hands on, especially for the price. Another rod that was gifted to me. Um, if y'all know my dad, aka Hook City, I call him the Destroyer because he literally broke every Tika rod I had, and it wasn't on a fish or anything like that. It was always in a car door or in a hatch in the boat or something. He found a way to break every Tika rod I owned. Well, of course, they stopped making the model that I liked, and so early he sent me these ACC rods that he had been hearing about on the internet. He gave me the rod. I went out and used it, and it was just an awesome rod. I just liked the feel of it. It was very light, but still strong enough to lift fish like I needed to lift fish. And let me just tell y'all something, man. I know right now the big thing is to boat flip all these. I get it. It's cool. It looks cool. But let me tell y'all something. It is better to netter. Y'all hear me when I tell you. Because if you don't get an eye on that hook and see where that hook is, and you have a bad hook set, and listen, you go to lift that fish, and you don't know how to swing a fish in the boat. You don't understand the pendulum. You don't understand how much line to leave out. You don't understand just the concept of boat flipping fish. Go get you a good net, man. Go get you a good. Do not let these people mess into thinking that you got to bow flip a fish to be a crappie fisherman. It is cool. It is fun. But guys, it is better to netter, especially when you don't have experience in it. I'd hate to see somebody try to bow flip a big fish that they caught, have no idea what they're doing now. They got 3 or 4 foot of line out on a 12-foot pole, and they're trying to bow flip a fish. It does not work like that. Okay, just heads up warning. Get you a net. It is better to netter, but I will bow, so don't trip. Anyway, so I got this rod. I used this rod. It was an awesome rod. And for laughs and giggles, I was on camera and I said, man, I don't know who made these ACCs, but he sure needs to holler at me. I love this thing. So long story short, Andy Lehman of ACC Crappie Sticks actually did get a hold of me, and I said that as a joke. But he did get a hold of me. We had a talk, and he's a cool guy, man, down to earth guy. And I like the direction that he was headed with his rod company, and so I decided to work with him, man, and use those rods. And so that is my rod of choice for that reason. It wasn't a pro staff offer where I was trying to get something free, like I've heard some people say about me. But I mean, I don't sit there and just deal with everything everybody says. I never get to talk about crappie fishing. But for anybody that wants to know, I use ACC crappie sticks because I loved the rod before I even knew who the maker was. So that's why I like them. I like them because they're sensitive, they're light, they're balanced well with the reels I like to use. They feel good in my hand. He has multiple choices with either EVA or cork handle, or the new super grips that he has out. Just different stuff, man, about the rod that I really like. And I don't have to have a gazillion different rods. different actions. I like the medium action of the ACC. That's why I use it. All right, next question, guys. What else y'all got for me? Um, and especially when your arms are weak, you better get some curls in, Tamika. Get some curls in. Don't get the cheap stuff. The sensitivity of the ACCs are the difference between catching and fishing. And Dimitri is saying that because he knows from experience. And how did he find out? I let him use a cheap rod, which, listen, a rod is a rod, true enough. You can catch fish with anything. Um, I could probably catch fish on a broken hanger, and a hook line. Uh, but when you're serious about fishing, or when you're serious about anything, guys, there's cheap tire makers out there, but you're not going to go buy no cheap tires when you decide that, hey, I'm going to drive in Formula One. Now look, and that's another reason I like the ACCs. They were priced. Man, it was something about me paying over $100 for a ride at the time. Then I started, excuse me, learning and seeing the importance of things. And sometimes nice things cost you, guys. Bud, I know, man. Listen, Bud, just focus on the face, man. Focus on the face, Bud. Dang, I know, man. We're working on some stuff over here. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it. So yes, let me just say that I know back here somewhere it says, actually no, it's not. It's the channel banner. It says Wednesday night at 9, and y'all know that we're Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So please join your boy Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Marco says, have you tried fishing boat docks for crappie? Yes, I love shooting docks. And this year, guys, we're going to highlight dock shooting. We will be highlighting dock shooting. I think I have in a few videos, but I will be doing some more. I might do like a little mini series on dock shooting and how to do it safely, because a lot of y'all out here hooking yourselves in the hand trying to shoot a dock, and that ain't what you want to do, man. So yours is still buffering, Reginald. Man. Guys, is anybody else having buffering issues? Damon says, what is the best line to use on the ACC GS10R? So my focus would be the best line to use on the reel that I have. I like to use the Shimano Siennas and the Daiwa lines, both the 500 or the 1000 series. And I like to use 10-pound braids, specifically Power Pro. No buffer here. Okay, so we have some no's and some yeses. Tony Ramirez says, come to Guntersville, Alabama. I sure do want to. Jennifer Heathcock. I wish I knew what was going on. Yes, bad buffering. 1 to 2 seconds only. Okay, Carrie. So here's another good question for y'all that you can hear. Man, I hate that it's going on like this, but I really have no control over it. So TGM asks, when crappie spawn, are they shallower off banks or deep off banks? So they're both. Okay, so you'll have some fish that will literally be right beside the bank in a foot of water. And if you're at the right angle with the right light penetration, you can actually see those crappie, but they will be in both. A lot of times the males are going to come up first and they'll be up fanning beds and getting them ready, and the females will be a few feet sometimes, a few yards sometimes off from them, waiting pretty much for the right time. I don't know what the right time is, but waiting for the right time to come up into those shallows as well. So you can catch spawning crappie up against the bank, and then you'll catch the stage females out a little bit further. But also remember too that crappie do not just spawn up against the bank. Some of these crappie are spawning in 8 foot of water. And I have videos that will prove that where I fish fairly shallow flats in the spawn, during the spawn, in 8 and 10 foot of water, guys. 8 foot down, 9 foot down. So they are literally everywhere, y'all. They're literally everywhere. Let's see. What's your best color jig under a bobber at night? Thanks. Your show is awesome. Crappie Brothers. Stephen Webb. The best I like to use one color in particular. I like it's really a natural color. It's a black with silver flake. For whatever reason, that just it throws off the. It seems like the best for those crappie at night. Now with live scope, any dark color at nighttime when you can put it on that fish's nose is working great. Working great. Let's see. I already know y'all got some huge crappie, Tony. Long way to Arkansas, Buff. Come to Shreveport. Clear watercolors for crappie. Dragon baits. Try blue ice, monkey milk, and any natural color like gray, black and gray, silver and black, stuff like that. Natural colors, stuff that actually looks like a shad. When I'm in clear water, I like to use the goodness, what are they called? Tiny flukes. Tiny fluke. They have some good colors. They're 3-inch baits, but you can bite them in half and use the tail portion, and it works just as good. Berkeley makes some really good realistic type minnows as well. Excuse me. Xavier Young, what's going on, man? The unbiased opinion. Can somebody tell me how to catch crappie from the bank? I tell you what, man. If you go into my main page, guys, I have some videos from last year where I really detail how I'm catching crappie off the bank, and I even tried to help a kid out to catch crappie off the bank. So go check those out. Again, we will be making some new content for this year, so be on the lookout, man. Um, and clear water greens. So yeah, a green pattern that works well in clear water. It's the bluegill pattern. They have one called bluegill, and it's a green pattern. I would be looking for something like that. Also, guys, chicken on the chain is a really good natural looking color, but it has red flake in it, so it really looks like a dying minnow or something. Really good color. Is a Humminbird Helix 7 mega side imaging and mega down imaging good for finding pre-spawn crappie? Mega imaging is great no matter what the size of the screen is. Just understand that the smaller the screen, the smaller the return is. All right, so it's going to be harder to see. Let's see, do they move to all banks on the lakes or certain spots? I have thick willow trees about 4 foot underwater right now on my bank. Do you think they will show up Lake Tawakoni? I do believe that they will show up there. And then again, it just depends. I sometimes in a new lake, guys, I will cover a lot of ground. I'm not as patient during the spawn as I am other times of the year. And this is because these male crappie are in protect mode. They don't want anything around their nest. They don't want anything around their nest. They see something, it's not going to take all day for them to come check it out, to come nip on it, or to come slam it and want to move it out of the way. And guys, this is the time of year where you'll be reluctant to see. Sometimes all you'll see is your jig. Now I know minnow fishermen see it all the time, where your minnows just starts walking off. That's why it's important to use high vis live. You'll see that thing just walking off. You don't feel anything. The rod tip isn't moving. It just starts walking off. And what's happening is these male crappie, they're picking up that bait and swimming it off to where they're going to spit it out away from their nest. And when that happens, when you see that line walking off, you better set hook because there's somebody on the other end. Believe me. Muddy watercolors. So I love black and chartreuse. I love orange and black. Orange and chartreuse. Orange and yellow is one of my favorite colors in muddy water. Red and black is a really good color in muddy water. And if you're in shallow muddy water and it's actually bright outside, I like to use white and chartreuse. It's that one right there threw me off, but historically I've done well in shallow water, shallow muddy water with good sunlight with white and chartreuse. Let's see. I can't find crappie yet. I've been fishing bass and they're in shallows already. When do the crappie arrive? So, in my opinion, guys, the bass are going to show up first, the crappie are going to show up second, and then you'll get catfish. And you'll start seeing towards the end of the crappie spawn, you'll start seeing a lot of carp and a lot of gar. Real quick, I want to say a shout out to Paco Danzi. Sorry I missed last week, had to work. How do I keep my new line from twisting up? So if you're you, this is going to be the quick answer. Number one, thank you very much, man, for the super chat. Don't understand, brother, that hard-earned money that you missed the live last week to go make is going towards crappie fishing. So thank you, man. And to answer your question, if you're using a monofilament, um, that's why I don't use monofilament because I cannot stand line twists. But uh, uh, you still get some issues with braid, but I love using braid because it doesn't have a line twist. Now, if you're just absolutely sold on using that monofilament and it does have that memory, is what we call it, where when you take it off the spool, it looks like a slinky. We call that memory. In order to get that out, a lot of people, what they do is let that whole entire spool, before they spool it onto their reel, they'll let it rest in warm water, not hot water, not hot water, but in warm water. And what that does is it kind of that monofilament to where it'll take the shape of what's going on your reel instead of on that spool of line. So that's one thing. That's one, again, a quick, a good answer. Something that I used to do. I used to let it soak in warm water first, and then I'll spool it onto my reel, and it would kind of help. And also, just believe it or not, catching fish. Sometimes when I had memory, catching one or two fish would actually put some stretch into that line, and it would make it relax more instead of having that curl or that slinky effect. So I hope that helps, Paco. Thank you again, man. I can see like 1 foot in the water. What's a good color? Again, that sounds like you have some pretty good visibility, and almost any color is going to work in good visibility. But if it's clear water, I would go with the monkey milk again and the blue ice. Christopher, what's going on, man? And break easy when you're hung up while bank fishing too. Correct. Paco, soak your line in water about a week, then spool your reel. Adam Romans pretty much said the same thing. I never soaked it that. I would probably use a little more warmer water, but I let it soak for a few hours and I'd be good, or I'd be happy with the results. Let me say that. Um, Yes. Okay. Well, I didn't even think about that. I always did it anyway. But Jason says before soaking the line, you must take the stickers off and adhesive from the spool. The glue will stick to your line, and that's something you don't want. What kind of line do I use? Asked Tony McKinley. I use Power Pro braid. I actually just bought some ProCat 20-pound braid, and we're gonna see how that goes. It seems a little thicker for my liking, but we're gonna check it out and just see what it does. Let's see. TGM. Will crappie sometimes stop biting at one point, then start back off the bank? So I tell you what, during the spawn, when those fish are spawning, again, their reason for being up on the bank is not because they're hungry. So they're not feeding at that moment. At that moment, they're in protect mode. They're protecting their nest and their eggs and their females. So they will literally hit anything. Um, and during the spawn, that means all day long those fish will bite, not eat, bite. What's going on, Leonard Robbins? Uh, let's see. K Sparks, I've been looking for a good stream. Is this a good one? Are you talking about live stream? I believe that this is a great place to be, a great environment, fun, clean. And I try to answer you guys' questions, and I love for y'all. Teach me, help me out. Guys, real quick while I'm talking about it, there's two things I want to take notice to. One is, man, if y'all have not got y'all some Hook City TV swag, make sure you do so, man. We really appreciate the support. And Fishing Kim believes that when you look good, you fish good. And there's a lot of good fishing needs to take place. So please check out www.hookcitytv.com and get you some of that merchandise. We got the hats on there, man. And I mean, we got the flat bill and the trucker bill. We got sweatshirts, t-shirts. Look, whatever you're looking for, man, to get out there and get fishing and looking good, we got it, man. HookCityTV.com. Also, guys, we got 129 people watching. So I want to say to everybody out there watching, man, thank you very, very much. Thank you very much. Let me get a thumbs up, y'all. If y'all are enjoying this live, let your boy get a thumbs up. We got 128 people watching, 56 thumbs. Oh, man. So Dragon Baits is saying, look at, and for my new videos at Dragon Baits Fishing on YouTube. Man, I hope you pumping Hook City TV out there, man. We don't mind sharing, but we're asking for your help too and your support. So thank you very much, man. Y'all go check out Dragon Baits and see what's going on. I hope you got content, man. I hope you ain't asking us to come over there, man, and you ain't got no content. People do it all the time. And guys, if I can give one bit of advice, anybody out there that's watching, if you're starting a channel and you're trying to expand that channel for people to watch, because this is why I'm not being funny, but this is why you do not want, and this is not towards anybody, but you do not want to invite somebody to a channel and when they get there, you don't have anything for them. It's almost like inviting somebody to dinner and when they get there, it's a bunch of empty plates. Okay. And what happens is you burn those people and they don't want to come back when you start to make content. So guys, when you want to get your content out there, make sure you have content. Don't just send people to your channel. Don't just try to get subscribers without any content. That's just a little word of advice, man. Let's see. K Sparks, what you talking about, man? My baby hammer demands answers. What is WWE? Where are we getting that from anyway? Man, Paco, I apologize, man. Man, I don't know let me see. Some guy said it. Got you. Thank you, Timothy. Hey, where your mama? What's the deal on the bluegill? It's coming, man. It is coming, Charles. Get on the phone. When am I going to, Alex Perez asks, when am I going to enter a crappie tournament? Listen, I would love to, man. My off days are Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's just not, man, it's not happening, guys. I want to be prepared. I want to be prepared when I try to compete, guys. If I compete, I want to compete at the right level. All right. And I want to compete to the best of my ability. I can't do that if I'm not able to pre-fish, right? So with me being off on Tuesday, Wednesday, and not having a lot of time vacation-wise, man, I got to split that vacation time with my family. We're trying to go a few different places this year, and tournaments just aren't, man, it just doesn't work out for me. MLC Fishing. So guys, in the comment section, how many of y'all are ready for me to post some bluegill fishing videos? I know a lot of my people came from bluegill fishing. If y'all are ready for the bluegill fishing, oh man, Texas Big Ball, what's going on, man? I'm gonna tell you now, I went out there and we blasted off on them. Send me a text later on, man. I'll see if I can head you in the right direction if you don't already know where they are. Mike Hallmark, what's going on, man? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love bluegill fishing. Can't wait to see more from you, Ken. Bud, we're going to get some bluegill. Carolina Slabs, I got a question for you, man. What part of Carolina are you in? Because I'm about to be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Is there any kind of fishing? At this point, it ain't even freshwater fishing. Can you put me on anything around the Myrtle Beach area? Give me any kind of information I can use. Um, already. So we're seeing people that want to see the bluegill, guys. We're gonna have it coming soon. The crappie in the creek shed. I'm south of Dallas. So I'm getting a lot of fish, guys. Close to the creeks, in the mouths of the creeks. I haven't found any personally in the creeks, but in the mouth of the creeks, yes, yes. I have not fished Florida crappie yet. MLC, I hate that those copper nose are not. Are you talking about copper nose bluegill? I hate that they're not up there because I will be banging on them this year. Keywan, Arlington Lake has some decent sized bluegill, man. You need to check out my video where you can see for yourself. Uh, they're still hand size, pen size to me. You're going to average about 7 inches, 8 inches. And then, we got some places that we're going to be going this year where we're going to be seeing some 10, 11-inch bluegill, maybe even 12-inch bluegill. But yeah, Arlington Lake definitely has eating size bluegill. Again, hand size, pan size. We do have them in Arlington Lake, and I will be banging on them this year. Guys, what do y'all think about me doing like a giveaway for a bluegill trip? I'm gonna work on bluegill. I can do so much. What do y'all think about me doing some type of giveaway, or maybe even like a a drawing, some type of drawing, something that you guys would have to enter. It might cost you $5. I don't know, but just something that would that says y'all come out here with me and let's fish some bluegill. Who's interested in doing something like that? I fish for sheephead. Good looking, man. Say, man, I don't know about that screen name, man, but listen, I heard that I could possibly get on some sheephead in South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Hey, man, if you could, man, will you send me an email? I'd love to have a shout with you after this live is over, because again, I will be there really, really soon, as in next week soon. Um, oh man, I feel like I saw some more South Carolina info, and I don't want to miss it. Michael Mason, love your videos. Please show more. I am working on it, man. Thank you. Do I use live scope on bluegill? Not really. I mostly use side scan on blue. Again, in the during the spawn, what they'll do, they'll make beds, and on my side image, and I've showed it before, but it looks like little saucers, and they'll be just all over the screen. They'll be all over the screen, and when I see those saucers all over the screen, I back up off of them, put on a little piece of worm, and then I cast over to that area, because usually it's a pretty large area. When you find a colony, it's usually a big one. Let that bait hit the bottom and just reel back through it all, and those fish, boom, 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 they'll be hidden. Um, I'm fishing in 54 degrees tomorrow. Any suggestions? Look for spawning fish, especially if you're down south. We had a couple of warmer nights, and the length of days. I'm big on the length of days. I know a lot of people are big on like the water temperature reaching a certain degree before they'll even go. Well, that's not me. I'm not that guy. When the days get longer, not the nights get longer, when the days get longer, when we're having more light through the day, that's a big factor for me. And then when we have like a warm spell, and I've heard many pros talk about when the nighttime air temperature warms up above 50 or above 45, or stuff like that. So I actually take those two. And when I see the length of days are getting longer, and then when I see that weather sweep through, or a bunch of rain, then they'll go right back out and they'll set up again, waiting for again that warmer water, that those sunny days, those warmer nights, and then they'll push right back up and finish doing what they got to do. So I'll be looking for spawning fish 10 foot or less. That's gonna be my thing here for the next probably few months. Am I coming to Crappie Expo 2020? I just talked about that with Dad, Tony. And it's a little further away, but I would love to be there. I believe they have something really good going. I'd love to be there, and I'll definitely let you guys know ahead of time if I am going, if y'all want to come up there and just slap five with me, say what's up, all that, man. So, yeah, I'll try to keep y'all updated on that. Oh, and I don't do that far to fish, but I do fish Lake Wiley, South Carolina. Okay. Purtis Creek had a state record at one time. They have the hybrid in there. Mark Williams, that's one place I do want to go this year is Purtis Creek. I heard they have some really good crappie in there as well. So if I could go make a 2-for-1 video, that would be great. Go deep sea fishing fleet out of Little River, just north of Myrtle Beach. Man, you might have told me something, Charles. I'm gonna send you a message because I forgot. I need to, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that. You just say perch already, JT. That's a Texan thing. I used to catch a lot of crappie out of Arlington Lake, born and raised in Arlington. Cool. I grew up on Arlington Lake, man. I'm born and raised on the east side of Fort Worth, which is the Fort Worth side of Arlington Lake. So, yeah, I'm out there a lot. And again, here recently, those fish have really been giving me what I want to see. And man, listen, I got to tell y'all, man, I want to celebrate my boy publicly. Dimitri, guys, us two both have had a long week, especially with deaths in the family, the loss of my my aunt. So I just want to say rest in peace, and I love all of my peers, family, my dad's sister. We lost her last week. And then Dimitri, 2 weeks ago, last week, 2 weeks ago, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm a little scatterbrained. And then Dimitri Norwood, his father-in-law. And man, listen, I said, man, we just need to get on the water. Dad was still in Florida as they were funeralizing my aunt, and I couldn't make that. So we went out, just to kind of, it's something about getting on the water, guys. And I'm sure most of y'all that fish a lot can attest. There's something about getting on the water, even if it's in the middle of the city, like Arlington Lake. I mean, smack dab in the middle of North Texas, the middle of the city. And we get out there, we get on that water, and you just have a peace or a calming feeling. So I took Dimitri out because I know he had a lot going with pastoring and the members of his church, and then losing his father-in-law, and just life, guys. Life just happens, right? It just happens. We get out there to the lake, and I told him, I said, man, I don't even know if I'm really looking to catch fish. I just want to check some areas and just be out here. So guys, I area, and it lit up with crappie. Lit up with crappie. And guys, I want congratulations to my boy D, aka Preacher, aka Rev. Let me pull up this picture, man. So guys, I got him. I had to let him drop on this fish. There's no way I would have dropped on this fish with D in the boat with me. So I let him drop on this this fish that I saw on the live scope. This thing was absolutely huge. I was like, woo. We were only in, I believe, 7 foot of water. This fish was sitting. So he did exactly what I told him. He dropped where I told him. He stopped when I told him. And guys, he caught an amazing. Why can't I find a picture to this fish? He caught an amazing fish, guys. Real quick, I want to say shout out to George Baker. Thank you, man, for what you gave. Knowing, understanding what you gave goes towards crappie fishing, man, keeping this thing entertaining and informative for people like you. So thank you very much, Mr. Baker. We appreciate it, man. So guys, I'm going to find, okay, that was mine. Boom. Okay. Y'all, so my boy, I don't know if he, what don't exist, Mike Hallmark? What are we talking about here? So guys, here we go. My boy dropped down on this fish and caught a two. The fish pig, right? No, no, buddy. I take pictures. I take pictures. Can y'all see that? 2, 3, 1. And I know my scale is light. So that was a little heavier than that. But that's my boy. Dropped down and caught that 2, 3, 1 with his Hook City swag on, man. I could not have been more proud of my boy. I mean, listen, y'all heard of buck fever? Has anybody ever heard of buck fever? What's going on, Eric? 2.5. What's going on, Salt? My boy Ugg just showed up, man, together with Salt and Pepper. That's my boy from work, man. Thank you for tuning in, Ugg. We appreciate it, man. Tell the family hello, kiss the babies and all that. Guys, Dimitri caught this 2, 3, 1, man. And listen, I did not get it on camera. But let me tell you something, man. If I could replay and let y'all see the way this dude acted when he hit this fish, y'all. Hey, man, we got 85 thumbs ups, man. We need 15 more. Help your boy out, man. Help your boy out. 15 more, and we will be at 100 likes for this live. So please, if you're enjoying the live, give me a thumbs up. But guys, listen. I went to get this guy a high five. I turned around, and he literally is bent over with his hands on his knees trying to catch his breath. When I tell you this dude dropped on this fish, and this fish looked up, and it was like, this crappie was mad, okay? This joker, you imagine if somebody slapped you just walking down the park, somebody just slap you in the back of the head, how you gonna be looking back? This fish looked back like, who just dropped down on? And when I tell you that 12-foot ACC doubled over, it went from fishing pole to candy cane. You see that? That joker went from fishing pole to candy cane, and D set the hook like a maniac. Okay, that's all I heard. And I said, oh, I knew it. I knew he stuck him good. Guys, 2, 3, 1. We ended up, is what I told you a while ago. It is better to netter. He only had 4-foot line out with a 12-foot rod. If he would have tried to bow flip that fish, that would have been the worst thing to ever happen. And it would have been very possible that he would have lost that fish, okay? My boy caught that fish, and it was amazing. I'm going to go a step further. I'm going to show y'all some more stuff. I'm going to tell you. All right, I got you, Chris. Thank you. I'm going to tell y'all something else. We only caught one. The next day, we went back out and caught 3 more 2-pounders, guys, at Lake Arlington. Are y'all hearing me? The Bass Tank Systems, if you have not heard that phrase, the Bass Tank Systems is for real, man. I've modified it slightly because my transducer is not exactly on the trolling motor that same way. But I'm telling you, the Bass Tank System is something serious. I'm going to give y'all this one more time. Here's another picture that I took of my boy with this 2, 3, 1. 2, 3, 1. Pastor. Dimitri Norwood. Oh, man, y'all don't understand. My phone from the dial. Let me see if I can show y'all a couple of more pictures. So, guys, one of these 2-pounders, funny enough, I caught at night. You ain't going to be able to see me, and I don't want to hear no race jokes because I know you can't see me, but you can see this video. I'm serious. I will block you if I find some race jokes. We don't do race jokes on here, man. That's one of my pet peeves because, listen, God made us all and we're all equal, so I don't want no race jokes. No, you cannot see my dark self, all right? I'm telling you now, I will ban you from my page. I'm serious. I'm saying straight face. I'm serious. But look, the next day, the next night, at night, y'all see that horse? That's a hee-haw. Golly, man. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about what's coming. Let me see if I can find let me see. What else I got in here? I think that's the only picture I took from that day. But we caught the second day, y'all. Did y'all see that? Were y'all able to see that? Listen, I told y'all early last year when me and D got together, I said, I'm going to make a fisherman out of this dude. I'm telling you now. I can't tell you how many bass fishermen I've converted into crappie fishing. And now I'm working on people that don't fish, converting them into some straight up crappie fishermen, man. Show it again. Listen, don't tell me twice. I'll show you that. God, dog, I mean, there's some pictures. Okay, here's another one. You can't see me. Y'all better shut up about it. No, I ain't gonna show you that one. Y'all gonna really talk about me. I don't want to have to block nobody. Can y'all see that? What? Come on. Boy, oh man, guys, I gotta get out here. It's 9:06, and y'all are laughing at me. Y'all are laughing at me. I know it was dark. You can't see me, but you can see that donkey. That's what you can see. You can see that. Hey, haw. You can see that. I bet you see that, Joker. Donkeys in the dark. You doggone right, Tony. Yeah, yeah. You better keep them jokes to yourself. I'm telling you now. Greg Nichols, don't risk it. I'll burn you like a biscuit. I ain't lying. I get you off of here, man. Alan, workshop, what's going on?
Hello.
What's up, Shawty? Come here, girl.
Everything good in here?
Come here.
With her city?
What you talking about? Oh, I was telling him I don't want to see no race joke because here, let me show you the picture. I don't want people laughing, but I wanted them to see my 2-pound crappie, but I took the picture in the dark, and that's how it looked.
I was just checking on you. What's up, Hook City?
Y'all hear that? That's management. That's my girlfriend. Ooh, JT, why you laughing at me, man? So listen, guys, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the live. We have hit 109 likes, 102 people watching, 22 people watching as we speak. Man, listen, get yourself together because the spawn is on. If you can get out there at night, that is the best time to do it right now, man. Again, as the water warms up, they're going to be more active all day long. Right now, a few fish are going to start pushing up. If you want to hit some staging females, go to your favorite spawning grounds, and if you're on a boat, and back out into 9-10 foot of water and fish a foot 2 feet off the bottom. Guys, again, I went out Tuesday, and that's a video that's gonna probably take a little bit because I ain't trying to put that out there just yet. But I'm gonna tell you now, we went out there. I was out there by myself, okay? And I did a little bit of sandbagging because I wasn't trying to show everybody everything. But we got out there. I got out there, excuse me. I did a whole lot of looking around and a little bit of fishing. I caught my limit. Dad said, hey, well, shoot, I want to fish. And we caught another 12, you know? Or he caught another 12, excuse me. So the fishing is there, especially, and I'm talking about all females, all bellies. He called me today like, man, this doggone fillet knife is smoking. You got me cutting these big old doggone crappie up. You know, he wanted to keep some of them. Man, guys, I'm going to tell you the truth. It is, I tell you what, man, a fire was lit in me. There was a fire that was lit in me. When I went ice fishing, I said, you know what? When I come home, it's going down. It is going down. When I come home, I'm jumping all on these crappie. Thank you, Lord, for another day. Guys, I'm thankful that y'all are out here to hang out with me, man. Thank you for those that hit me up on the super chat. Thank you for those that are in the comments. Stephen Webb, thank you. God bless you, man. Knowing and understanding what you gave goes towards crappie fishing. we want to thank y'all for the comments, for the suggestions, and all that, man. We're just thankful, very thankful that y'all are here. I'm thankful to God for allowing me this platform to get on here and all that, man. Let me see what are we talking about. That black and crappie. Boom, here's another one. All right, so guys, here's another one. So I came, let me see if I got enough battery to show y'all this. So at work, a lovely job, man. They bought us a Blackstone. If y'all know what a Blackstone, it's the flat top surface. We were able to cook for lunchtime, and we decided, or I decided for us in the mechanical office that we were going to blacken some crappie. Guys, we blackened some crappie, and I'm happy to say that was the first time I've ever truly enjoyed something probably just as much as frying crappie. It was amazing. And my phone is going dead, so I don't know how bright it's gonna show. Let me try to, okay. I gotta show y'all that crappie picture again too. I didn't know I had it down so far. So guys, the black and crappie. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was great. It really was good. I'm gonna show y'all these other pictures again now that I know that my brightness was down like that. Carolina Slabs hit me because I won't be able to find it. Somebody put it down there. It's HCTV2TOO@gmail.com. Kaylin, what's going on? Yes, man. We're gonna revisit that, man. I'm gonna do something to where I can possibly just have a subscriber come out and hang up with me in Hook City, and catch some fish. Television pilot, what's going on, man? But yeah, did y'all see that picture of my black and crappie, man? I mean, I was proud of that thing, and it turned out really good, y'all. It turned out really good. Made my boy a believer, man. For real. Okay, now I gotta show y'all these other pictures. Now that I know that I had it down a little bit, let me go back. Okay, so this is the one I don't want y'all hot-siding about. Look at that, man. Ah, dog. It's kind of, you can't really see nothing but the silhouette on the crappie now, but guys, do y'all see that? Two. Okay, let me show you my boy D one more time. I gotta go in my text messages because, okay, I had it up. And then my boy D with the 231. Mine was like a 203. This is a 231. Look at the belly on that horse. That's Mr. Egg girlfriend. Oh my gosh, y'all. Bass Tank Systems, man. I went out there to Oklahoma. Shout out to John Sukup of the Bass Tank and Zeke Anderson of the Bass Tank. Got out there to Oklahoma with those guys and went donkey hunting. Got a full understanding of what's going on. Took it home. Got in the cockpit of my own boat and figured out how to take the Bass Tank Systems and make it my own to work for the equipment that I have, guys. And it showed up spring 2020. Man, I got to sneeze. It showed up, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that those guys showed me that. And if y'all have not watched those Oklahoma videos, man, y'all are really, truly missing out. We caught one trip, we caught over 12 2-pounders using the Bass Tank Systems. I got it, bro. I got it, boy. D steady sending me pictures of the fish. He want this picture to be on there, boy. Not listen. I'm 5'11", every bit of 300, man. Listen, it'll be hard to have some skinny shoulders at 5'11", 300. Come on, G138, man. I don't know how old you. I'm not no baby now. I'm not no baby. I'm a long ways from that, man. I used to watch Mr. Ed all the time. When do y'all open the park? April 1st, Jesse. Okay. Boy, y'all out of my league over there. What's your equipment lineup? So what equipment are we talking about? Like fishing rods or boat electronics? Greg Nichols says, put me on some crappie, bro. We have the same days off. Send me an email, Greg, hctv2too@gmail.com. Steel Creek is awesome right now. Jesse, come on now. Where's Steel Creek at, man? Hey. Ricky, what's going on, man? Guys, I'm supposed to be getting off of here, but I'm hanging out, enjoying y'all. I really want to try to get this, okay, my electronics. I really want to try to get this video out tonight, man. I really worked hard today trying to get it. As far as electronics on the console, I use a Helix Humminbird Mega 10-inch with side imaging, and on the front right now, all I have is the 1222 Garmin Live Scope. Thank you, Andre. Michael Melvin, 300 plus. You high side? Oh, okay. I'm with you, big baby, 300 plus. Already, man. Already. Oh. Oh, shoot, JT. Man, so is it hold on. So Steel Creek is good right now? I'm all ears. I'm all ears. Never been, man. But listen, I might have to go check that out. That'd be cool. Met a guy named Coach Country. Nothing but praise for you, bro. Keep it up. Thank you, Keith Burley. And thanks to Coach Country. If you're watching, thank you also, man. Shout out. Sounds like that's how we grow the show, guys. You know we're trying to grow the show. We're trying to get this thing up and going and in the fast lane. So what God has for me, I'm ready for it, guys. And we need your help. We need your support as well. Tell somebody about the Hook City TV page. Let them know, man, that we're keeping this thing informative, entertaining. We're going to laugh, but we're also going to catch some good crappie and let you know how we're doing it, what we're using, the whole nine. And we're on here every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, man. So listen, help your boy out, man. Help your boy out. Man, it can't be a harder working YouTuber out here, guys. I'm telling you the truth. And it's mostly because I appreciate y'all, man. What y'all are doing for me, the feedback that y'all give me, the love that y'all show me, the super chats that you show me, just all these different things that y'all are doing, man. It's really keeping me in the hot seat to where I want to just keep content going. I'm steady looking for places to fish. I'm steady looking for all these different things. So thank y'all. Lionel Wheels, thank you very much. Fishing Ken. You came all the way to Wisconsin and didn't even say, hey, I apologize, okay? I apologize. It was a pop-up trip. I didn't know it was going to happen so fast, but I overlooked for the job let us off for President's Day, and I took that and ran with it because, again, I don't have a lot of vacation time. I took it and ran with it, man. I really did. So thank you again for the super chat. No one understands it's going towards crappie fishing. Thank you so much. Guys, I've had a wonderful time with y'all tonight. Man, if I could get on here every night and talk to y'all, I would. I really would. I can do this every night. Thank you. Dakota Davison says, I have told several people I met. Oh, several people. I met Kyron on Tawakin, he put me on him. Okay, cool, Dakota. You know what? I remember that story. I feel like he told me he met in it. Dakota. It's kind of a hard name to forget. Were you leaving the lake and he was coming and he took you out? Man, that's pretty cool, man, if that's you. I'm looking for you, Dakota. I believe that was a Dakota he told me about. You and your dog. Am I wrong? Or I talked to him after y'all finished fishing. I talk to Kyron just about every day, man. Cool guy, man. A blessing to know him, and an amazing fisherman. Guys, I'm around some amazing your dog Turbo. There you go. I'm around some amazing fishermen, and guys, I'm learning from these people. Get around some people you can learn from. Listen, don't let me sit here and tell y'all I figured it all out on my own because I'd be lying. I would truly be lying. I've done a lot of reading, a lot of research, and I got around people that knew what they were talking about, and I listened to them. And again, I understand how to separate the wheat from the tare. I understand I'll listen to anybody, this guy an informed opinion, and I'll take from it what I need, and that what I can't use, I'll put it away. I won't try to holster it all. But those bits of information, different techniques, different little tricks and secrets. And I mean, listen, I'm all ears, y'all. I'm trying to learn. I want to be the best fishing kin I can be, and I want to help y'all along the way as well. Fishing is a never-ending experience. Amen. Let's see. From North Carolina, football play 74. Glad you could make it, man. How do you work your jig, man? That's one for a video, guys. It's really hard for me to try to explain that real quick. Not a lot of movement. There's a lot of people think that you're just supposed to be sitting there, you know. No, what you're trying to do is entice a fish, not scare a fish off. And I can tell you now, especially with live scope, all that extra jigging sometimes can scare a fish off. It can really scare a fish off. So, guys, my rod tip, boom, 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 boom. Literally, it's a slow, and after every little twitch or something I do, I pause. Give them time, attract them, boom, 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 and then stop and let them think, okay, this is my time to grab it while it's not moving. Boom, boom, boom. And it's in the pauses that those fish bite a lot of the times. And another thing, sometimes I'll drop down where I think the fish are. I'll drop below. If I think those fish are sitting in 15 feet, sometimes I'll drop to 17 and I'll just slowly bring that jig up. And it'll be so slow, it's almost painful to watch. Okay. And I'll just bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. And when it gets to depth, that fish sees it, keys in on it, pops it. There's so many different ways to work a bait, guys, when you're vertical jigging. But that's the main one. Again, I can keep going on and on and on, but I got a family in there, man, and I really want to finish this video tonight, if at all possible, because the ice fishing videos are sucking. Golly. But look, I had fun. Shout out to Jason Young, 818 Outdoors, Gorman Live Scope Addicts on Facebook. Man, I'm really enjoying it. Hey, here's one for y'all. If y'all are enjoying this live and you are on Facebook, won't y'all connect with your boy where we can share stories, share secrets and tips and all that on another platform besides just YouTube. You can go check out Hook City TV fan page on Facebook, and I am in there somewhere. Okay, me and a whole lot of Hook City citizens, man. Y'all join us. Y'all join us. If you were to type, okay, if you're on the phone in the chat area where you're about to type, there's a $sign. Tap it and slide it to increase the amount that you want to donate. And also, guys, you can send a message with that donation as well if it's something you want me to read or read off or any of that kind of stuff. Let's see. Hee-haw, awesome showing. God bless. God bless, Stephen Well. We appreciate you. That's it, Ingrid. Thank you very much. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. So, guys, again, we're going to be in South Carolina really soon, within the next week. Myrtle Beach area, I'm taking Fishing Cayman to the beach. And management has told me that, look, one of those days, if I need to kind of see what's going on. Appreciate you, Carrie. You want to get out there and just see what's going on one of those days. I'd love to catch a sheephead. I've never had any success saltwater fishing. I've done it maybe twice. I went to Miami and pretty much just threw my money in the water. It's pretty much what I did, and had a boat ride. I needed my own equipment on that boat. That's for sure. I mean, I would love to catch some sheephead. If y'all know where I can go do some of that, let me know, man. Let me know. I'll just tell you, listen, next week, I'm in South Carolina. Let me know what's going on, please. All right, Salt. I see you in a couple of days, man. You have fun on your weekend, brother. Charles L says just bought a 2020 Tracker Classic, getting it set up for crappie. Congratulations, man. Oh man, god dang. Is it 9:30 already? 9:26. Guys, I love each and every one of y'all. We'll be praying for y'all. If anybody has any prayer requests, put it in the comment section right now. And I can tell you what, man, me and Demetric Norwood will be praying for y'all. And I know that there are plenty of believers on this channel. And if y'all would like to join in with us in prayer, praying for the community, praying for our leaders, praying for our families, those that have lost loved ones, those that are sick and shut in, those that are out here trying to learn how to fish, man. I believe God hears our prayers, and I will be praying for each and every one of y'all, man. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, man, if y'all are looking for a church home in the DFW Fort Worth area, Demetric Norwood, our own moderator, is the pastor of New Beginnings International Church at 2000 East Loop 820, Fort Worth, Texas, 76112 on the east side of town. Y'all go check him out, man, and hear the word of God from the man of God, and get the love of God from the people of God. Also, man, you can also check us out. My church home, Great Commission Baptist Church. Google it, because I don't remember all the information. Great Commission Baptist Church with Dr. Douglas E. Brown is my pastor. So, man, listen, go to you a Bible-believing church, man, and change your life. And change your life, man, if you haven't already. Again, guys, we appreciate it. Love, peace, and hair grease. So, nah, man, but listen, your boy Fishing Ken, Hook City TV. I love you. If you ain't been told, I'm out here.